Menu narration option is set tough.
Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Georgia Bulldogs taking on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense will have the first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Bulldogs in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Shapen. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Georgia's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual. On-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. got it in the middle. It's dealt. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going back to the ground. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The offense changing the play. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Makes the grab. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Georgia going up tempo. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to him, a great job in the base defense making a play.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Leaves it with the running back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to the well. He's loose. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Caught near the sticks. It's Bell. It's a running room. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. From the red zone, it's Frazier. Zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to Auburn. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Thompson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going
wide open spaces.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the tight end. Hand off from the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run. And it's really helping out this offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bulldogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Sets up the screen. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. The give out of the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Catches it at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Takes it from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Mosley. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking to pass. It's Shapen. It's complete on the right side.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. They'll immediately call timeout.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A great catch and run for 6.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. That's caught, it's Bell. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Finds his tight end. The Dogs have a 1st down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable 1st half so far in Starkville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
The Bulldogs will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll open the 2nd half on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. The sure hands, it's Bell. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Mosley. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Got it in the middle. It's Glover. Stopped just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big match.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Mississippi State going up tempo. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Back to throw. It's Shapen. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Past the sticks and still on his feet. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They're going to ride this running back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On the ground, it's Frazier. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. That's reeled in. It's Bell. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. What a disappointment. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, that's just one the kicker would love to have back here in the 4th quarter in a tie game.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. They'll go to the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
It's a seam wide open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They'll give it to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. wants to change this route. To the air, it's Stockton. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've got the lead here in the fourth. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bulldogs want to move quickly.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pulls it in. It's Reese. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's a nice job by the tight end. They're just whipping his head around. They didn't need that many yards, so that's an easy completion. You get the first down.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down.
Get set, get set.
To the air, it's Shapen. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mosley. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Works the middle of the field. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He's got it at the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Kearney on the Jets. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
All right, no secrets with this offense. We're going to keep running the football. Let that clock tick. Keep 2 hands on the football. And then where does my kicker like to kick it the most? You see some people like it from the right hash or the left hash. Some people like it in the middle. Run the clock. Get my kicker in the position he wants to be in. Try to kick the field goal with the least amount of time as possible.
Makes it past the marker. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, they're running the football over to the right-hand side, and obviously that's where the kicker wants this thing. He told his head coach, get me on the right hash. I can draw this thing on the kick. It's the angle I want to go and win this game.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking for room. It's Robinson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played today.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clubs, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.